Hello everybody in YouTube land. I hope you're having a fantastic whatever day of the month it is and whatever month of the year it is. Heck, hey, maybe I'm waving to you in 2022 from 2021. I hope the insects that evaded us aren't too bad because, you know, I know it's coming. We are on scenario, this will be scenario 5 for us, Lost Quantum, which you actually can't see because Dexter Drake's in the way. So I've done all the setup. And we're good. So, you can see the deck list. Let me throw those away. What we got over here. I think I can safely say that nobody understands quantum mechanics. I can agree with that. Scan is an action. Search for the topmost card in the scanning deck with an icon matching your current location and draw it. If it is location, put into play and move to it, shuffle the scanning deck. And then we got quantum fields unstable. Evacuate Elber Station immediately. The warning startles you awake. Despite the troubling descent, the lander has coasted into one of the craters with minimal damage. It appears most of the asteroid has already been evacuated, but then who stayed behind to send you the warning during your descent? We need 6 clues to advance. We're starting on the landing craft, which is a lightning bolt. You can place one of your clues on this location, and while there are 2 player or more clues on this location, it gains Resign. Escape this migraine-inducing asteroid. Let us draw our opening hands and see how it goes, shall we? Sorry, 1 second. Let me change into this color and then go like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, what are we looking for here? Whitten, I mean, she'll help us get the book up, but it's not really what we're looking for. I think we kind of want to dig for something else. I'm going to draw 4, and then this is a panic button we can press if we need to. That's a good card. The Tooth of Etzley's fine. I mean, magnifying, it's a fine mulligan. It's a fine mulligan. It doesn't have like the big bombastic stuff we're looking for, but it's still okay. Oh, Dexter, you have 3 trauma? Ah, because you watched the play. Right, you watched the play. All right, Dexter, let's do what you've done and just draw the Cyclopean Hammer in our opening hand every time. It's easy, chat. It's easy. Oh my god. The curtains are even pulled and there's this much bright light coming in. That's crazy. Oh, chat. This opening hand is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Okay, we are going to mulligan some shit, though. I think that's one you want to draw later. Looks like Scotland is about to invade your room. Is this the Scottish flag? Alright, we're going to burn everything. Yeah, I mean, this Arcane Initiate's fine, but, like, we kind of have what we need. We're looking for economy. I mean, I ain't going to complain about this. This is still, like, a great freaking hand. Tons of interesting. All right. Well, game begins. We get the Death 13 into play, which is actually huge because now we're at 5 book, which on standard is like a very comfortable place to be. Is Dark Matter the weird horror movie homage theme with the children? No, Dark Matter is space. Spooky space, and there's Hastur in it. All right. We're going to start by drawing 3 cards, adding 2 curse tokens, and we're going to have Ursula draw the cards because Dexter's pretty set. That does not go into my library. Okay, that was action 1. We're going to give the free scan to Ursula. Actually, we're going to give it to Dex, I think. Because then he can get a resource out of it. Sorry, do we need to... When we scan, do we need to move into it, or is it a May? I think we just draw it. Yeah, you just draw, you don't move to it. Okay, easy. Yeah, I think Ursula just has to kind of prepare a bit. We could give it to Dex because then he can take a free scan and just get a resource out of it, and then we can even actually play the red clock this turn. That doesn't seem too bad, to be honest. All right, well, we're gonna grab, first things first, get the magnifying glass out. And then we're gonna grab 2 resources and investigate this location for our second action. So we have 6 to the game's 3. Honestly, great start to the day. Great start to the day. And then for our last action, we'll play Lab Assistant. Draw 2 cards. I mean, nothing here is bad, right? Nothing here is bad. It's not what I want, but it's like still really good. All right, Dexter, play the whack stick. And then for our second action, we're gonna actually do a free scan. So we are looking for yellow circle. Here it is. Cold wastes. As additional cost to scan a cold waste, you must either spend 2 resources or choose and discard a card from your hand. All right, easy. We're going to choose to gain a resource with the Kate. Then we're going to gain 1 more resource for our second action, and then the third thing we're going to do is we're going to play the clock. And then we'll go to upkeep. Hard to say no to deduction. Did I do an upgrade of mists? Suppose I did. Suppose I did, huh? Weird. All right. 1 of 3 doom. Let's see what our evil cards are, and I'll start to remind myself what the scenario does. Spawn. That's a Hound of Tyndalos. Massive and alert. Retaliate. Put Hound of Tyndalos in play next to the act deck at no specific location. While you have an odd number of cards in your hand, Hound of Tyndalos is considered to be engaged with you. So we have 6 and 4. So nobody has odd cards in hand yet. Alrighty, next one here. Quantum Collapse. Draw each face-down encounter card in your threat area 1 at a time. If no encounter cards were drawn by this effect, add it to your threat area face down. After you draw from your threat area, take 1 horror. Right, okay. All right, well, we want these guys to be engaged with us, but we also don't want... We don't want to have them provoke attacks of opportunity. We could draw a card with Dexter and then like try to just hit twice. We do have 5. We do have 8 to 4, which is pretty impressive. I mean, we do get the red clock as well. Interesting. Odds are we'll get that. We'll be up a lot on the first one. What does this guy hit for? 1 of each. 1 of each, you say? Dexter really doesn't want to take too much. So we always could just do it next turn. But then, like, Ursula just doesn't get to play anything, which would be nice. Damn, Nex, thank you so much for 4 months of the Golden Table. Thank you for continuing your subscription and supporting the channel. It means the world. It means the world. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna. So we do this. We get +3 to our first skill, your next skill check. Then we're gonna draw a card for action number 1. All right. My apologies, Ursula. You just kind of have to deal with this. We're going to get a free scan. That's a bit. Oh no, we can still get this. We can do a free scan with Dexter, and then we can draw a card off that. So we get this guy. Main facility. X is the number of connecting locations. This is currently connected to 1 location. Right, and then locations with no resources on it don't get shuffled back. We'll get shuffled back. Okay. All right, so then Dexter's going to take the free card. Oh, look at that. All right, and now we're going to attack this guy because we are currently engaged with him. We have an odd number of cards in our hand. So we're going to swing. We have 5, 8, we have 11 to the game's 4, and we best not miss. -1. See there. Welcome to the goddamn table. It's a pleasure to have you. Reveal another token. Please be good. Excuse me. Reality, it's not time for you to upend yet. Cool. All right. So we will deal 3 damage to our Hound of Tindalos. And then for our last action, let's swing again. And we have 8 to the guy's 4, which is good. -4 is kind of like the top end. Sweet, this guy's dead. And he's worth victory. Beautiful. You'll love to see it. Just solving a problem like that because you have a big-ass hammer is a good time for everybody. All right, Ursula. We're going to play Pathfinder for sure. And then we're going to use Pathfinder and start getting this thing moving. So we're going to take our free investigate action. We have 5, 6 to the game's 1. We are going to throw a deduction on this to be 8 to 1. 8 to 1. Half the number of locations rounded down, so that's 1. We're going to grab 3 clues off of this location. Don't delete them. They belong over here. All right, that was a pretty sick thing there. We're going to investigate at 6 to 1. Grab that last clue. Then for our last action, we're going to play this virtual access key. Sweet. Upkeep phase. Hey, there's the book. Just got to get the resources for it. We're at 2 of 3. Test foot 3. If you fail, you must either choose 1, take 2 damage, or discard each event in your hand. I'm okay with losing Crack the Case, to be honest. Does Ursula not have another go? We played Pathfinder, moved for free with Pathfinder, investigated for free. We did a normal investigate, and we played the access key. So I believe that was 3 actions. We're testing 4 to 3. Sure. 4 to 3. Easy. Over here? We'll take a horror. Which is a bit spooky. It is, but it's a tiny bit spooky. We want to get the Holy Rosary out to start soaking this turn. Would be nice. Okay. We're going to give Ursula the free scan here on this turn with this. And let's go. We're looking for square. Here's one. After you enter Q Crystal Mines, place the top card of the encounter deck into your threat area face down. We'll choose to gain a resource. Do we move in there? I don't think we do. I think we just do a boring turn, which is do this and then play the Prophesy. And we're going to call this location our locus, I think. And we want the main facility to be our locus. Yes. Dexter. TikTok, it's move up to 2 times a clock. So you're going to move here. Oh, I guess I should use a different thing for the locus. And then we're going to use double action to place a resource token on the main facility, I think. I think we want that. Yeah. And then for our last action, we're going to play Holy Rosary. We have a Relic Hunter, so that can go there. Now we have a little bit of soak. We have a tiny bit of soak here. Okay. I'll keep phase. Hey, you're expensive, but it will be nice to resolve you. Easy mark. All right. Did I actually shuffle them? I think they're all the same. So I'll give them a shuffle before, just to be sure they're not set in a way. You only realize now that every time you blink, something changes. Sometimes a few rocks will shift a few feet. Some other times you'll find yourself in a completely new environment. If the scanning deck is not empty, look at the top card of the scanning deck. If it is location, put into play and move each investigator and non-liminal enemy to it. Shuffle all other locations without a resource token into the scanning deck. If there is another agenda below this one, set this agenda aside out of play. Otherwise, add 1 tally mark under the impending doom in your campaign log and shuffle this agenda with each set-aside agenda to form a new agenda deck. So we go to the Ice Spires. So that does not connect to the main facility. So let's just get rid of these. These can go hang out over here for the time being. Okay. Alrighty. Evil card. Entangled. Attach Entangled to an investigator or enemy without a copy of Entangled attached. After attached investigator or enemy takes any amount of damage from a source other than Entangled, each other investigator or enemy with a copy of Entangled also takes that amount of damage. We're going to put that on Ursula. She can tank it a bit more than Dexter can. Quantum Phantom. When it is defeated by damage, except from a spell or a relic, let's go. You dumb Quantum phantom, neither dead nor alive, rather both at once? No, you're just dead. You freaking nerd. Okay. We'll investigate. We have 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 to 3. We'll grab a clue. Let's go again, 7 to 3. -1, sweet. Give me that. We need how many? 6 clues? Okay, we can advance here, which would be nice. We're going to crack the case while we're here to gain 3 resources. And then let's spend them. Let's spend the clues to advance our objective. Zoop! You finally find the lone scientist on the asteroid. He introduces himself as Erwin Simmons, the lead quantum researcher at the facility. They stole the stabilizing charge, those cultists, he explains the recent happenings. Without the charge, the whole asteroid quickly lost itself in uncertainty. Everyone else was evacuated, but I stayed behind to contain the anomaly. Is the term bonk in the rulebook? Yeah, they need to make it official. I agree. And I agree with Superfang too. The best way to deal with ghosts is just to freaking bonk them. My camera's a bit dark. Let's bump that up a bit. Now that the sun is set behind me. Hi! Alright. If there are 3 or more tally marks under impending doom. Unfortunately, it's too late. The maelstrom is affecting my reality. You need to leave this asteroid as soon as you can, lest you get trapped here too. Before you can react, the physicist fades out of existence right in front of you. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the deck. Shuffle Erwin Simmons fading within the top 6 cards of the encounter deck, then distribute them into each investigator's threat area face down as evenly as possible. Excuse me? Yes, I remember it's very hard to 3, 5. It was very hard to save this guy. Stabilization. Destabilization? Remove the other one from the game. Say no more. You need to get out of here as soon as you can before you're also lost in the quantum realm. Although Erwin is fading out of existence, maybe you can find a way to save him from his ghastly fate. Draw a face-down encounter card in your threat area. If it's a treachery, you may spend one clue to cancel its revelation effect. If each undefeated investigator has resigned, we advanced. Okay. So Ursula still has 1 action left. She'll get a free scan. Let's start there. Let's do the free scan. We're looking for sideways equal signs. The freaking Q crystal lines again. We'll choose to gain a resource on that scan. And then I think for our last action, we do have to get up here, but I think we're just going to play Genet instead. And that connects to this location. I think we're just going to play Genet. We have the Miskatonic funding, so that's why she can stay and play as well. Okay. Dexter. You can take 2 additional actions an additional action this turn, just 1. Oh, I haven't divvied these cards out. So we have 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. Uh-oh, I saw that card. It said Hound of Tindalos. I saw that. All right, Dexter, with your free action, we're going to give this Quantum Phantom the bonk. We have 9 to the game's 2. X is the number of face down encounter cards in the threat area. -3. So this guy does get bonked into the stratosphere. Then for our first action, we're going to draw a card here. Whew! Hoo-wee, TJ! That's pretty rough. You must either place the top 3 cards in the encounter deck into your threat area face down, or add 1 Doom to the current agenda and draw 3 face down cards from your threat area. So because if I only have 2, can I still do the bottom one? Because the game state does change on it, right? I add 1 Doom and draw 3, or do I have to do the top one here? I know it's a peril, so I actually really can't be asking you, chat, but I figured I would anyway. I think I can choose the bottom one because the game state does change. I add a Doom and I draw 2 face down cards. It's likewise, you can choose to lose 2 resources as long as you lose 1. Yeah. Let's do that. Oh, I love color out of space. All right, we have 6 to 3. Reveal another token. If you fail, put the top card in the encounter deck. We're good. Amigo Stabilizer. Location, spawn location with the most clues. Hunter. He attacks you after he attacks you. Okay. We're going to move here with our second action. We're going to move up there. And then with our third action, we're going to try to give this guy the bonk with the hammer. We have 9 to the game's 3. Reveal another token. Sweet. I feel like that's happened a bunch of times. All right, well, luckily Dexter is out of cards, so Ursula can just get clues and slowly make her way through her deck. I think that's not bad. Sorry, you should actually get, because you moved into this location, Dex, you should get the top card of the encounter deck. Easy. Upkeep. That's a bit rough. Molly's not great here. We have all the big tools we need, believe it or not. She does present 4 Horror Soak, though, which is much nicer than anything else, so that's good. All right, we're at 2 of 3. Evil card here. We're going to test 5, 6 to the game's 3, because we have 4, 5, 6. 6 to the game's 3. We'll go 7 to the game's 3. Sweet, that's a pass. Well, they are quantumly entangled. It's beautiful, like poetry. Okay. Ursula, let's pathfind our way into this location. What the frick? What the frick? There's someone screaming outside. Stop screaming, you small child. Stop screaming. Oh, she's riding a bike for the first time. Oh, that would do it. She's riding a little tricycle. I actually think we're going to take the free scan instead, because we have locations we can hit, I'm pretty sure, because we can hit Moon. We can hit Moon and Triangle. So yeah, we'll take the free scan. Oh, but we have this Call of the Unknown, don't we? I mean, we could just eat this Call of the Unknown. Like, we could just nuke this lab ass, or even just give us a 6. Because this is just damage. Because rather than, like, I think Ursula wants to avoid the Q crystal mines as much as she can. Yeah, let's do the free scan. We're going to say Q Crystal Mines is like a worst case as well. If somehow the location we reveal is worse. So this is going to be our Call of the Unknown. But I am kind of planning on just like freaking ignoring it. Crystal Peak. At the end of the round, if this location is empty and does not have a resource token on it, shuffle it back into the scanning deck. If there are no clues on this location, record in your campaign log that you've witnessed the primordial chaos. Max once per game. I mean, that does sound pretty fun, doesn't it? To witness the primordial chaos. I hear that's all the kids are talking about these days. Okay. We haven't pathfind yet. We haven't found our path. So what we can do is we can move this into this location. And then we can even just with Genet. Oh, sorry, we wanted the card after that. Cool. With Genet, we can even just like shunt one of these clues over here, because then we're more likely to. We might have to do a shuffle after this. We do have 3, so we could, and things go well, we actually could witness the primordial chaos this turn. That would be pretty sick. We'll take a free investigate action, though. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god. 8 to the game's 3. Yeah. 6 to the game's 3. We're golden. Give me that clue. Let's go again. This one's just a regular. 8 to 3. Sweet. Let's go again, 8 to 3. Awesome. We'll crack the case. We might as well, right? Get 3 resources. And then we'll witness the primordial chaos. I think for our last action, we'll draw a card off this. Uh-oh. Oh, Dexter hasn't gone yet. That's actually perfect. Dexter hasn't even gone yet. That's sick. All right, that's great news. Sweet. Dexter, you are currently engaged with this Hound of Tindalos. So, sorry, we're going to gain these as resources. And you have 3 actions to just start bonking. So why don't we just start bonking? We have 5. So we have 8, 9. 9 to the game's 4. -1. He'll take 3 damage and we'll go again at 9 to the game's 4. Wow. I'm not going to pick something up. That's sweet, though. Dexter with these Hounds of Tindalos is a pretty sick deal. It's a pretty sick deal. Okay, we're going to play Molly for our last action so we can get some soak out there, I think. Guys, who would have thought that the hammer was good, huh? Who would have thought? Gonna drink some water. Aw, Mendicant. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the goddamn table. It's a pleasure to have you. This drink of water is for you. Okay. Upkeep. Ah, sorry, she takes 2 horror. Shuffle that in. Now we go into upkeep. Levels. Oh, let's go. Let's go. That's sick. The basic property of quantum materials can be summed up as an elaboration of wave-particle duality. You never truly know what you're dealing with until you know. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the deck. Say no more, game. No worries, big YouTube fan. Well, thanks for coming to hang out on Twitch. It's a pleasure to have you. You get to see you get to see when this comes out on YouTube, it's probably going to be like November or December, so you get to see way into the future. Makes me wonder if big guns will be a dead archetype. With Bryn, impossible. When Bryn playing the game, impossible. In player order, each investigator places the top card of the encounter deck into their threat area face down. Cool. I think we want to draw 3 cards here. I think we want to add a Doom, because that's 3 action. It basically just neutralizes it. Like, we are going to see a bunch of bad cards here, but that's okay. And in the round, when you would resign, if there are face-down encounter cards in any investigator's threat area, shuffle him and then distribute them as evenly as possible. Yes. Call of the Void. Surge and cancel. I mean, the hammer is essentially an infinite lightning gun, but better. It's true. It's true. But the thing about big guns is that people like the flavor of shooting the big gun. There are 4 tally marks, so we shuffle the set-aside Feaster from Afar into the scanning deck. Let's remind ourselves what this guy is. Hey Dex, you ready to scan? Oh yeah, if Dex scans, he actually gets it. Okay, so Dexter's gonna scan here. This is Surge. Does that surge into... Does that surge into another card from the encounter deck? Because I'm not drawing this from the encounter set. I'm going to wager it does. Let's look up Surge. Let's look up specifically... So yeah, I agree. I'm with that. It's always just draw from the encounter deck. Just want to get... Yeah, we draw another card. Cool, all right. Ooh. Well, you know, Ursula, thank God you have a bunch of soak. This is now then... We drew this one. Yeah, so this is number 2. Oh, no, this is number 3. Migo Stabilizer. That's on Dex's location. At the other round, when you resign, if there are any face-down cards in any investigator's threat area, shuffle Erwin Simmons with all face-down encounter cards and distribute them back into the investigator's threat area as evenly as possible. Okay. This is a bit tricky. We have to kill the Feaster from Afar this turn. I mean, we don't have to. We can do it next turn, and we can just like focus on like maybe trying to get better. Sure. We'll attack this guy for action number 1. Sorry. We'll attack this guy for super action number 1. We have 3, 5, so we have 8, 11, 12 to 3. Yeah, he's Christmas toast. All right, and then we want to actually get rid of these encounter cards underneath us. So action number 1 is... Action number 2, sorry, is draw an encounter card. We'll do a Promise of Power. We have 7 to the game's 3. Hey. Let's go again, last one. Micro Metroid. Ah, right. All right, well, odds are we're going to have to discard these events. So let's just commit this. And we're going to go 4 to 3 and honestly just hope for the best. Oh! Oh, we were rewarded! Oh, excuse me! I'm not done with you. Get back here. I ain't finished with you yet. Okay, Ursula, your first action. You definitely don't want to scan. I think we just... She stays where she is. So I think at this point now, we just got to worry about getting out of here, right? Getting out of here and keeping cards out of our threat areas. If we can do that and rescue this guy, we're golden. We're golden. So we have to stay here for this one right now. But we can draw this card. Incomprehensible. Test book 2. For each point you fail by, take 1. You succeed by, sorry, take 1 horror. I'm going to just spend a clue to not take a bunch of horror. Perfect. What does she do with the remainder of her actions? We're going to draw a card. And then I'll play Lab Assistant, because we have a spot for 1 more person, and then we'll draw 2 more cards. That's not good. Upkeep phase. Ward of Protection is pretty sick. 2 of 3. You have a card here. All right. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7 to 2. We can commit this. Now we're at 5 to 2. Uh-oh! 6 to 2. So we take 4 horror. To a maximum of 3. All right. Sorry, Lab Assistant. You're done. So that's 1, 2, 3. These are just damage, right? Yeah. You may, after this test, you may move to a connecting location. Yeah, at least we draw the card from Perception. I'll move down here, I think. Yeah. We took a horror, so we take... No, that was damage. After you take damage, you take direct horror. Okay. Ready to discard each event in your hand, Dex? We're testing 2 to 3. Easy come, easy go, right? All right, Dex, you get the free scan. We're going to scan for a diamond. Oh my god, what a twist! The Feaster from afar? Who could have seen this coming? We're going to choose to draw a card. Sweet. That's always good. All right, Dex, you ready to give the bonk? It's just Uninvestigator, right? Yeah. Oh, sorry. We may take moves. We're not going to. Let's hit this fucker. We have 9-3. You know, we're just going to ignore that one. And draw another token. Cool, this guy will take 3 damage. Let's go again, 9-3. Dude, he's fucking dead. Dude, he's just fucking dead. Wraith, how's it going? Yeah, get fucking bonked. I agree. What do we do with our last action? I think we move to the main facility and start trying to get out of here. Like, legitimately, I think we just don't try to do anything flashy. We just, like, go. We just get the frick out of here. Ursula, you're going to get rid of your hypochondria for your first 2 actions. Then we're going to scan. We're looking for equal sign. Which campaign is this? This is the custom campaign Dark Matter. Hey, there's the equal sign right there. Oh, that sounds fun. So this connects to that location. And then we also have to shuffle, after we scan to this location, shuffle an empty location. So we shuffle the Crystal Peak back into the deck. We're then going to pathfind our way into this location, and then we'll take a free investigate at 1 billion to 2. And by that I mean 8 to 2, which is pretty close to 1 billion. Okay, upkeep. Oh, let's go. Bong. It doesn't take long if you realize there's no such thing as orientation in a place where anything can be simultaneously anywhere. Only the landmarks that you consciously observe will remain in their positions. Each investigator location without a resource token on it place the top card of the encounter deck into their threat area. So we want to draw that this turn. So then we got shuffle all empty locations without enemies or investigators without a resource token on into the scanning deck. So then we add a doom under impending doom, and we put all this junk together. We do a shuffle. Tresmillion, how's it going? And then we get evil cards. Radioactive decay. Oh, that's an easy double action right there. Nice. Location with the most clues. What the frick? Good, it's Turkey Day, so I'm off today. It is, it's Turkey Day for me too. But streaming's easy, so I'm just streaming. It's like taking a day off. Okay. We're going to have the free scan to Ursula because she just ignores attacks of opportunity because of the locusts. So we're going to do a scan. We are looking for Tringle. Oh, baby, let's go. Oh, we can get out of here this turn. We can actually just fucking resign. We can actually save him, too. That's frickin' huge. Yeah, like I did, that was very lucky. I did set up that we would both be on yellow circle locations, but still. And we have the clues we need for it. Face down encounter cards. Okay. So this is easy. We're just going to pathfind our way into this location. We're going to use Genet to just send this guy back here. We haven't even spent an action yet. We're going to lightning bolt down 3 clues. Camp Pathfinder, you're engaged? All right. Good call. We will spend an action to move into that location and then just do that instead. It still works, but yeah, no. You got to play right? If you're going to play, you got to play right. So I appreciate that. We'll put these clues on this location. And then we can just resign. And then this guy actually comes with us. And then Dexter can just move in here and also just resign. Okay. The shuttle takes off in a medley of noises and barely escapes the collapsing quantum field. Irwin looks down at the facility in melancholy. Years of his research lost in this unreality. Despite the tragedy, he's grateful for your efficacy. Resolution number 3. Man, thank God for COVID vaccinations, because now I know the word efficacy. Resolution 3. A few moments after you return to the Tatterdemalion, Elbrus implodes in a cacophony of ephemeral haze and pops out of existence. The physicist sighs in relief. Thank God you came in time. It's a shame about all that research that was lost, but at least everyone is safe. Now please explain to me why we are now in the very ship I remember came to pillage our facility. You brief Irwin on your quest and discuss what purposes the cultists could have had with the quantum shards. The physicist proposes several ideas of quantum weaponry or tools, but none of which makes any sense. Regardless, he's willing to join you on your quest. Out of goodwill or curiosity, you are unsure. Still unsure of why the cultists have come, you prepare for the next destination, which may finally give you a few answers rather than pose more questions. The Elbrus station has been lost in the quantum realm. Rest in peace. We can add this MFer. When your turn begins, put the top card of the encounter deck face down into your threat area. Fight, evade, investigate. If you fail, deal 1 damage to Irwin Simmons. Aw, thanks for the streams. Thanks for 8 months of the Golden Table and for using your Twitch Prime subscription on us. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Your turn begins. So it's not forced. You can choose not to do it. And he just represents 3 damage soak. Honestly, I'll put him in. I'll put him in Dex. He's a wild, and resource assets are fine for him. I'll put him in here. And also, if I don't put him in here, we might not get like the story beats with him later, and you want the story beats with the assets. I think it's better in Ursula, but Ursula's already very bloated. I don't think she needs more right now. We want to draw the stuff that works for her. We get Victory X. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So on the lower end, but I mean, like, we actually rescued him this time. So That's good. Two tally marks under Doom. We're at 7. And search for the fragment on page 10. Skip to Interlude 2, Introspection. Okay. The strange quantum shards, the golden discs obtained from the MiGo, the cryptic messages from Earth. Despite traveling throughout the solar system to uncover these individual pieces of the puzzle, you still can't seem to fit them together into one big picture. There's a key element missing, a connective tissue that will make sense of it all. Of course, there's also still one place you know for certain contains all of your answers, but you fear what you may find there, and that place is your own mind. This one feels like it changes the most with impending doom, but if you go there early, you have to stabilize everything and the map becomes huge, but it was super fun. That does sound fun. Deep within your own subconscious, you can feel a shimmer of the cultist you embody, imprisoned in the edges between your thoughts. You know for certain that the other versions of you remember how to find the fragment. Entering one's own virtual mind is particularly dangerous, as any small mistake could send you spiraling into insanity. But you are ready to confront your past once and for all. With the help of Kate, the Crowd Chamber's dream protocols are once again tinkered with to access your own personal memories this time. You lie back down in the Crowd Chamber once more. With the flick of a switch, you begin to fall back into consciousness. We may continue to search. I think we're fine. I think 7 is good. I know more memories is good here, but the decks are also a lot more powerful this time. And I do know that Mr. Boogeyman's going to be showing up again because we had the good ending. So that's just life. The investigators may choose to enter simulation. That's okay. We'll add a -5. Oh, we got to go to Introspection 1. We've uncovered the cultist's inhuman methods. Memories of your past life come flooding back to your horrible visions of launching missiles into mining outposts, spreading mimetic biological viruses, and other unspeakable evils upon humanity. The cultists that used to be must answer for their atrocities, and you are more than ready to finally extinguish their presence within you. We get 1 additional card and 1 additional resource. +1 card, +1 resource. The machine in yellow. Okay. Let's clean this mess up, shall we? Remove curse tokens. And then add the -5. Thank you. No auto-fails that round. That was nice. Yeah, we can just delete those. Oh no, we want an indexer. I'm dumb. Ignore me. All right, chat. I will be right back. I just have to go help my girlfriend with something. And then we're going to upgrade these decks. So I'm going to play some music just while I'm gone. Don't go anywhere. Good call, Superfang. Bye, YouTube. I did not say bye to YouTube. We should make sure that that happens. Man, thank God you said that before I walked away. Hey, YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Thank you all of our patrons for supporting the channel. And a big special thank you to Superfang there to make sure that this video just didn't run for an extra like 7 minutes longer than it should have. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back for Dark Matter next week. Have a good one. If you don't watch on Twitch, you should, because you get all this content fed to you quicker. Just dopamine right to the frickin' brain. So come watch on Twitch if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. And as always, GG's.